Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to this time when we'll be sharing a Bible story together. But before we begin, I want to thank Lost Sheep Resources from Australia. We subscribe to their service and we receive lots of materials from them. Uh, Normally, we can only show them on a Sunday morning in worship. But in these times, when everyone is worshiping online, or so it seems, they've given us permission to go ahead and share these with you online. So thank you to them. Remember in school, in gym class, when the teacher wanted you to play on a team sport? The teacher would always choose two students to be captains, and each captain would choose who would be on their team. It always seemed, whenever teams were being chosen, that I was one of the last ones to be chosen. I don't know why. Maybe you were one of the first people chosen. But if you were going to change the world, who are some of the people that you would like to have on your team? Maybe there's some people that you know that you'd like to be on your world-changing team. Maybe there is a superhero that you'd like to be on your changing the world team. Well, this is a story about the people that Jesus chose when he started putting his world-changing team together. Here's Andrew. Now, Andrew can fish. That's a pretty good-sized fish that he has there. And here's James and John, and they know a thing or two about fishing, it seems. But Peter is the fisherman. That's a huge fish that he has. Have you seen the latest issue of Fishing Magazine? Yes, that's Peter on the cover, again. Just like he was last month, and the month before that, and even the month before that. If you go fishing with Peter, you're always in for a big catch. But one night, the unthinkable happened. Peter headed out to sea, threw his nets into the deep waters, and waited. And waited. And waited. There were no nibbles, not a nudge of the nets, not a single sardine, no fish, not even one. The next morning, Peter slowly rowed back to shore with Andrew. "Look, everyone," yelled the boy, "there's Peter, the world's greatest fisherman." "Hey, Pete," said the little old lady, "toss me a whopper for breakfast." There's the photographer from Fishing Magazine. "Smile for the camera," he yells across. But Peter said nothing and trudged off to wash the nets with his friends. And then along came Jesus. Now Jesus can teach. He knows a thing or two about God. Whenever Jesus begins to teach, you're in for a big crowd because Jesus is the teacher. The crowd grew and grew until there was hardly any room on the shore. So Jesus hopped into Peter's boat and kept on teaching. When Jesus had finished, he said, "Hey, Pete, let's go fishing." Peter groaned. "I'll take you out if you want, but we fished all night and didn't catch a thing." But out to sea headed Jesus and Peter. Into the deep they threw the nets. And what do you think happened? Fish. Hundreds of fish stretched the nets until they almost broke. Thousands of fish swamped the boats until they almost sank. Peter was amazed. Andrew was astonished. James was awestruck, and John couldn't believe his eyes. This Jesus certainly knew a thing or two, or three, about fishing. Please go, Lord, cried Peter. I'm not good enough to be in the same boat as you. Don't be scared, said Jesus. You're joining my crew. From now on, you'll be amazed at the sort of fishing we're going to do. So James and John dragged the boats ashore. Andrew tossed the nets aside. Then together with Peter the fisherman, they left everything and followed Jesus. So those were some of the people that Jesus chose, but why do you think Peter felt that he wasn't good enough to work with Jesus? Are there times when you feel that you're not good enough to work with Jesus? That doesn't seem to matter to Jesus, does it? Jesus chooses you. Chose Peter and Andrew and James and John and so many more since then to be on his world-changing team together. That's right, you've been chosen, just as I have, and so many others, to change the world. Jesus said, I am the light. And so we go out into the world, shining the light of God's love into the world, so that all the people can see. Amen.
Hi, today we're going to make this wiggly fish craft. And to do this, all we need are 2 pieces of different colored paper, scissors, glue, and a marker. So, to start, you'll take 1 piece of paper and cut out your shapes, which I've already done. There's 2 circles for the fish's eyes, the heart shape for the tail, 2 oval shapes for the fins, and then a D shape for its tongue. So you can stop the video or pause it while you're cutting out those pieces. And then once you're ready, you can fold this piece into a triangle to make a nice square. Then you'll cut off this extra piece as you don't need it. Okay, so then you open up your paper and you got a nice square. And then you're going to take this corner and go over to make sort of a triangle. And you'll do the same on the other side. So it looks like this. You open it up and you got the 3 scores there, 3 marks. So then you'll put your paper into a big triangle again. And you'll just clip off the edge there. The point that will be his nose. And you go down around 6.5 centimeters and you start cutting right up to that line there. You can see that. You cut all the way up to the line, make little slits all the way up, all the way down the back of the fish. And this is going to make it nice and flimsy. And so we just go right up to the tail. There we go. And then we can open it again. You can see all these little slits. And you'll fold this little triangle over again. You take your glue and you'll put glue all over this. Just this side full of glue. Okay. And then you will put this side over to it. This is the tummy of the fish. You can put your hand inside to make it seal very nice. Get the glue to stick good. Okay. Now you've got the body of your fish done. So we'll take a circle and put glue on it. And put on this side for his eye. There. And then the other circle, you'll put on the other side. Okay, then you'll take a marker and draw a circle in the middle of his eye. A dark circle on both sides. That's the fish's eyes. Then you will take the heart and put a bit of glue just in the middle. And you will stick his tail on there. Okay. Then you'll take a marker and you can make some lines here, squiggly lines for a design. There we go. Then you take the fins and just at the tip, you'll put some glue and stick it on here. And you take the other one for the other side. And you'll take your marker again, and you'll make a little design for the fins. And the last thing you'll do is take the D, and you'll put a bit of glue right at the end here, and that goes inside his mouth. And there you go. You have your fish made. So the other fish has a friend. And that's our craft for today.
Hi everybody, so glad you could join us because today we're going to be learning words and actions to a song. Today's Bible story was about Jesus choosing his disciples and saying, let's go find more people to join us. So today's song is called Fishers of Men. But before we go fishing, we have to get our fishing rod. We're going to take our fishing rod, throw it in the water, and we're going to reel our catch in. So you ready? Wait a minute, I need to get my fishing hat. I'll be right back. Okay, so this song has 2 verses, and we're going to start with the first verse. Here we go. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. If you follow me, if you follow me, I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. Great, so that's the first verse, and I think we're ready to go on to the second verse. Here we go. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, come unto me, come unto me. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, I will give you rest. I will give you rest. I will give you rest. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, I will give you rest. Way to go. All right, so let's take that from the top. We'll do both verses. You ready? Let's go. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. If you follow me, if you follow me, I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, come unto me, come unto me. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, I will give you rest. I will give you rest. I will give you rest. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, I will give you rest. Well done! That's a great job, everybody. So thanks for joining us, and I hope you keep on singing and fishing until we meet next time. Bye-bye.